We're live.
You guys look like Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm gonna wreck it.
You look like Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, El Fuego in the house. Best Thanksgiving side dish: gravy, stuffing. Ooh, all right, Haley. What's your favorite?
Green bean casserole
I knew you were
made by
gonna
my
say.
mom.
There you go. Yeah.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Tacos.
Tacos are a side dish.
That's the main event.
I like stuffing and mashed potatoes with gravy.
Stuffing is so good.
Stuffing with gravy.
No.
What do you, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Dry stuffing.
you just like it all?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? What do you mean?
Anything with Valentina sauce on it?
On the side.
Whatever.
Oh, sweet potato casserole. No.
Sweet potato casserole.
Is mac and cheese a Thanksgiving side dish? Yes or no?
Man, that's a good question. I don't know. I would think not, but
No. It's a heated debate.
is it?
Yes.
It's not.
It's
Even
not.
like
No.
over the top macaroni with like
No.
breadcrumbs and stuff
No,
on it.
that can't be Thanksgiving.
Okay. I mean, technically tacos can't be Thanksgiving either,
No.
but I totally dig the tacos for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I told you the story about the tacos for Thanksgiving. Brussels sprouts. Bobby, nobody does Brussels sprouts. And happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I'll tell the taco story in a second. Welcome to the show, guys. This is the special edition Thanksgiving Day where we go out to the beach.
Yep.
It is a beautiful day today. It is, supposedly it's 66 right now, but it's hot. I don't know how he still has his jacket on. The sun is coming in at this angle here. We hope you guys can hear everything. We hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving today, but we're just gonna take and have fun, answer some questions that, whatever. Today you can ask anything you want. Doesn't have to be about car stereo. It can be any topic you guys want to talk about. It's Turkey Day, so let's have some fun. Let's do what we do, and just enjoy the day for what it is. Back to the taco story. So when I first married Sue, her parents, your grandparents, were like turkey. And I was like, my family wasn't like that. We'd have tacos.
Okay.
Actually, we'd have pitas, stuffed pitas. And so I would always say, hey, why don't we have tacos? Hey, why don't we have tacos? Hey, why don't we have tacos? Then the one year they finally decided to have tacos, I couldn't go. And then
they decided.
Then they acted like it was their idea. Hey, I think we're gonna have tacos. What do y'all think about that? 29. Okay, that's why I don't live in Vermont.
That's why.
29. Ooh.
Where's Fernando from?
I'm from Mexico City.
Yeah, Mexico City, Mexico.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Dean and Fernando, Haley, of course. So and the Fernando. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Oh man. So are you gonna watch? You're not gonna go watch any football today.
No, we're not gonna watch football today. We have
Be the guy that watches it on their phone.
right there. No, I'm kidding, right? No, we have a quinceañera to go to.
Beach.
So yeah, it's weird. Thursday.
Oh, you can't see the hat. Let me do this so you can so you guys can see the hat. Now I look like the coach sitting on the sidelines. Hey.
Dad, they don't do that.
Yeah.
I got this. So this is the Bama hat that I got at SEMA, and it is the most
Very nice.
comfortable hat. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. We're gonna have them on the show because they actually are out of Tampa, which is right up the street. So, speaking of somebody that's coming on the show, next Wednesday, so basically a week from yesterday, we'll have Brian Schmidt on the show doing arts and crafts.
Is he bringing his dogs?
That's Brian Mitchell. That's whose name is on the shirt.
Yeah, Brian Schmidt.
But no,
Mobile
Brian
Solutions.
Schmidt from Mobile Solutions-USA.com, home of the wire ruler, will be on, and we'll be doing
And the Master Tech.
Master Tech Expo. We'll
there's
talk a little
Grandma.
talk a
Good
little
old
bit about
Grandma.
that, and then we'll do arts and crafts. What's up?
Arts and crafts.
Yeah, that's what the new name for doing fabrication is they just call it doing arts and crafts.
I
Yeah.
love arts and crafts.
What's up, Oscar?
Good day.
Hi, Grandma.
good
Happy
day.
Thanksgiving. Love you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, what a touchy subject.
It's a wonderful beach. What, you don't like the beach?
No.
I don't like the beach either. This is like my one trip to the beach for the whole year. It's just to do this.
That's crazy,
I
right?
mean,
Honestly.
and this is our beach too. So for those of you, a lot of people will come and they'll go to, when they come and bring their cars to us to work on from out of town, they always go, where should we go? What should we do? And I always tell them, don't go to Clearwater Beach. Don't go to all these other beaches. Drive to Dunedin Beach. Because for one, you can park on the beach. As you can see, we're parked on the beach. This is the road. So you can watch the sunset here, which is gorgeous. But if you keep going up the road, you go into the actual Dunedin Beach, which is a state park. So that means that there's no condos, there's no apartments, there's no buildings. It's a beautiful beach. It's quiet, it's pristine. If you ever saw The Punisher with John Travolta, there's a wedding scene in that's supposed to be in like Puerto Rico or something like that.
It's here?
No, they filmed it here on this
That's
beach.
what
Yeah.
Okay.
And the buildings that they filmed it are still here. They had their concession stands and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful beach. So if you ever do come to see us, or you're on vacation here and you're just stopping by to say hi, we're always going to tell you to go to Dunedin Beach. Now the other cool thing about Dunedin Beach is on your way to here, this causeway that we're on, there's what's called Frenchies Outpost. And Frenchies is kind of like the de facto, oh, did you go to Frenchies? Have you been to Frenchies?
It's not that good.
But
Okay,
everyone's got to go.
Yeah.
The nice thing about Dunedin here is we have one,
We
and it's
have,
usually
like,
not as
8
busy.
of them.
So,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
just
all over the
this has been
place.
TripAdvisory. This segment of the show has been brought to you by TripAdvisory.
The grouper sandwich. That's right.
Oh yeah, the group
Someone
sandwich.
said that we look so much alike.
Us?
Yes.
I mean, you
They said,
need to
talk
shave.
about looking like your dad.
Thanks for having the SPL guy on. What was that one? Can you read that one?
On your
That
show. As you know, SPL
Randomly.
topics / interviews could attract your channel a ton more attention. I'm grateful for the insane work ethic five you guys have.
Gotta talk
Sorry.
louder when you're reading.
Sorry.
Use your inside voice. Outside.
Whatever.
No, Mel was great to have on the show. We really enjoyed it. Mel's been a friend of ours for a while now.
Yeah.
Kind of bummed that we're not going to Texas next month, because he called me and he was like, hey man, you guys want to, because we were originally going to hang out with him and like do the tour and all that.
Yeah.
But someone said we can't go to Knowledge Fest this year, so. 'cause, you
In
know,
December?
I know, it's a bad.
That
idea.
wasn't my decision. You
Hey.
said you weren't going.
Hey John, happy Thanksgiving everyone. Hope Haley and little Sebastian are gonna be Polo this Christmas.
Yes.
Thank you for the 5.
The answer to that is yes.
Yes.
I think we already have all the presents.
Yes. Haley, how's school?
Great.
It's awesome.
Great.
Well,
All applications are due next week, so
Ooh.
stay tuned. That's all I have to say.
so you finished your first 4 years. Now you're going for the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you playing at home that don't know the game, oh, pardon me, I'm gonna burp. Sorry,
That was loud.
I'm drinking fizzy water.
Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Cold 39 in Low Country, South Carolina.
Ooh, no thanks. No thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Favorite movie to start your Christmas season?
Ooh, easy one.
The
What-
Grinch.
Cartoon though.
No. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but you have you watched that yet?
No.
But you've watched the, pardon me, you've watched the cartoon.
Yeah, I hate that one. I don't like that one. It's not good. There's only one scene.
You just love the one scene.
Yes.
Bottom, bottom.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only good scene.
We watch Home Alone.
I've never seen that movie.
No.
I like Die
I like
Hard, the original, Nakatomi Tower. The ultimate Christmas movie, Die Hard.
Oh my god.
Very.
It's a toss-up between Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, though. I feel like both of them are Christmas movies. The original Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Because it
Right.
happens at Christmas time. It literally, the movie starts off of Amanda Hutzinger jumping off of the building while Christmas music is playing
Mm-hmm.
until the very end, and then she's like, oh, and then it goes and gets dark as she falls and smash. Bruce Willis or Bruce Wayne? It's gonna be Bruce Wayne. Bruce Willis is a sellout. I mean, I love Bruce Willis pre everything he's done in the last 10 years. He's really, wow, that's like, okay, I was gonna
Very
say.
nice.
The waves are crashing. Look at those waves crashing. Someone get a surfboard, man. Wow.
So dumb.
Love Home Alone. I think I have Home Alone on Laserdisc. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen it. Really?
I watched the Peanuts
They
movie.
just came out with a new one.
Yeah, the Peanuts.
Yes.
Disney Plus.
Oh, that looks terrible. Lethal Weapon. There you go. Jump in. Not a chance. For one, you can do. If you jump into this, you only go about that far down. It doesn't get deep until.
Oh, look at the dolphin over there.
Is there a dolphin?
Yeah, watch. Where the blue
Where the buoys
ball.
are? Yeah, the crab traps.
Yeah.
Nice, but yeah, it doesn't get. So there's a pole right over there. That's where it's deep. Otherwise, it probably only gets about like that.
Yeah.
So and it's low tide now. For those of you wondering, like this whole disgusting area here, the beach is actually here, and it smells terrible. So thank God we do not have smell-o-vision.
Haley, you have to watch the first Home Alone. It's so funny.
My toe shoes are
Maybe
actually
this year.
not made for the beach.
No, it's like rock climbing or something like
Yeah,
that.
they're not made for the beach.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they do, but no, they're not made out of neoprene. They do make a set, but not these.
Are they comfortable?
No.
No, they're not comfortable.
They're like what everybody
No,
says.
I just wear them because they're not. I want to torture myself.
Yeah.
You know, just what is the worst thing you could possibly do? Put crappy shoes on and stand in them all day long. Yeah. That is the number one question that everyone asks. They go, are those shoes comfortable? For those of you who don't know what we're talking about,
Don't take it off. Don't get your socks.
these are the shoes I wear.
Gloves.
Foot gloves.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. What was that one Christmas?
What Christmas movie line sticks out? You'll shoot your eye out. Does to me.
But what will I wear?
What? No. Oh my God! Never mind. I like the one.
You're an idiot.
You're
Yeah.
an idiot. You're an idiot. Yeah, that one's good.
No,
I
that
also
was
like
good.
the
I'm gonna talk so quiet that my voice is gonna be so low that whenever I raise the wall, then right back to me. You're an idiot! Oh! Am I eating because I'm hungry, or am I eating because I'm depressed? Yeah, I think that movie wins. But don't get me wrong, I like to watch A Christmas Story every year, and I always get yelled at because it's like, oh, it's that time again. What?
Says Haley, it's okay that you look like your dad. He's a good-looking guy coming from a straight man, looking fit, Dean. Good job. Don't eat too much today. From Ohio.
There you go.
It's not the plan. The plan is to go crazy. But
Oh my God.
we are making salad, so
Oh my. Who cares?
I
No
know.
one eats salad. Let's be
I know.
honest.
We'll
El
have-
Fuego, another 5. Thank you, man.
El Fuego's
If your
the
car
man.
audio system was a Thanksgiving dinner, what dish would you each system component correspond to?
Oh wow, that's like a crazy
My
one.
God.
So obviously the radio would be the turkey, because you know the source unit. Everything revolves around the main dish.
Okay.
Okay, so your turkey or ham, you know, which is the two normal things, would be the turkey. So that would be your source unit or DSP. All right.
I would pick the
so
DSP.
It'd be source unit. We'll just call it a source unit. So source unit can either be a radio or DSP.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do that, and then obviously your side dishes would be your speakers. So depending on the level of the side dish, like a green bean casserole would be like a mid bass, or a sweet potato, you know, that whole thing. But like the red crappy cranberry sauce, those would be like tweeters, because those are smaller, like not as important dishes. So like gravy would be like a tweeter. Stuffing would be a mid bass, and then the pie, which is the best part, right? The pie with whipped cream would be your subwoofers, because those are the last thing that go into the system.
You forgot the
Uh,
amplifiers.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's true.
Yeah.
The
I would pick the side dish as an amplifier.
Pick the side dish as an amplifier.
And
Okay.
then,
I mean that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
got
think-
so many to pick, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
but you kind of get the subs
no,
are the
definitely.
gravy. Well, that's a good one too. Yeah, subs could be crazy. I was thinking more so maybe the pies are the amplifiers. You know, they're heavy. They weigh you down. They're inefficient. That's a pie. You know.
I hate pies.
You don't hate pies. You like apple pie?
20.
Okay.
You can't have to say you like apple pie.
Exactly. It has to have ice
DSP
cream.
is the gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, by the way, that company you love so much, they don't make gravy. Just saying.
What company?
Yeah. Turkey, Thanksgiving ham for Christmas. Tamales for Christmas Eve.
DSP,
Yeah.
I think, would be the stuffing. Nah, I don't know. I like the gravy idea. I don't know. Stuffing's that one thing. I mean, I get it because, like, stuffing is that kind of one thing that, you know, it's
I
like
love
not everyone
stuffing.
likes, but DSP is the could be the condiments. All right, salt and pepper, as we often say, the DSP is the salt and pepper that kind of glues it all together. Because, like, everybody wants salt and pepper over everything. So, like, the one ring to rule them all, says Mordor.
Epicenter is the whipped cream on top. I
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
it.
I like everyone playing along. That's cool.
Yeah.
So we do have changing. Speaking of Epicenter, it's going to be the Epicenter Micro is going to be $249.99, and we're still shooting for sometime in December. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be working with them once we know an exact date, relatively exact date, which means once they're in the warehouse. Don't worry, we're tell you guys. We have big plans for next year as far as all the fun and exciting audio control is going to be releasing, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm wearing my Bama hat.
How do you guys schedule out of state installs? Gonna be in Claremont, Florida, December 3rd to the 10th. But are you ready have schedule and an install?
You should have already scheduled an install. That I can tell you right now, there isn't anything available on the calendar.
No, not
usually,
like
especially out of town, probably looking at about a 2-month heads up so that we can get everything.
Yesterday
organized.
we talked with some people and it's literally like
I made a ton of calls yesterday.
after December.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
feel free to stop by and say hi if you want. We're totally down for that. Anyone can always stop by. Happy Thanksgiving from Hawaii.
Or I'm gonna say if you,
Be there in January.
I don't know what
Be
type
there
of
in
install
June.
you're looking. Maybe you can call Paul. If it's just a radio for speakers and amplifier, I don't know. Just call him. See what he has.
I mean, there's always a possibility.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good times.
So jealous of Haley. How does it feel to have access to the man everyone seeks out for knowledge at your fingertips? Literally a room away. Like, Dad, can you fix this?
I can tell you right now, it's
It
not
can be
that
a lot.
exciting.
It's
Not that exciting. Nah, you go home and you're like just that guy sitting on the couch. Nobody cares.
Jeez.
It's like, Dad,
It's so
stop.
harsh.
No, 2021 Chevy Silverado. Can the radio be changed out? If so, at the moment, Metra does make a kit for that for the smaller radio. So I'm gonna go with yes on that one. But head over to metraonline.com to check that out.
Yeah.
At least they did have one at one point. Whether it still exists, I don't know. But that radio will definitely be moving along. Like that dash kit will definitely you'll start to see more options for that as time goes on, because it's a Chevy, and well, some of those do come with that small screen, which is just terrible.
Oh, this is good. What
Okay.
happened to the guy of car audio, etc.? James.
James, he went into home audio.
Is that guy from New Zealand?
That's the guy from New Zealand. He got into home audio because their 12-volt store went out of business. So he moved over to home audio side, and he still does videos for home audio, but under the name of the store that he works at. So he does like home audio reviews and talks about products in there. He doesn't do a ton of videos like he used to, but that's what he's been doing.
I remember one day he texted you or something like that. He said, dude, car audio people complain about $50, $60 RCAs when in home audio, it's insane.
Yeah, like the cheapest RC is like $100, and they're complaining like, "Do you have anything better?"
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a different
world.
It's
Oh
different
yeah,
world
for
for
sure.
I'm asking Santa to bring back the boring life. Will he come through?
Yes. Oh God, yes. Trust me. I've been chopping at the bit to do boring life videos. It's just with all the traveling we've been doing, all the other nonsense that's going on in the background. Friday nights is when I typically edit. Just haven't worked out. I might end up moving it back to Monday night, but either way, yes, we have plenty of content for that. Plus, we'll start filming our Christmas content, which will probably just move in and do fun stuff like that. But yeah, and there again, we've even been trying to do like live
We were
Sunday
gonna do
nights.
one last Sunday, but
It just
what did we even do last?
we put up Christmas decorations.
No, we did something Sunday.
Oh, we went to the hockey game.
Oh yeah, we went to a hockey game.
Yeah, we went to a hockey game. So
Very
yeah,
good.
but no, it's driving me crazy. Trust me. Yes, Santa will bring you the boring life back for Christmas. There's no doubt about it. Because why, Haley?
Because it's Christmas!
Which I'm surprised you didn't wear that shirt today.
Well, I thought it was going to be cold. It's not cold.
Huh?
How many watts can two runs of zero gauge sky high CCA handle?
I mean, obviously the person that asked that question. Exactly.
Okay, 2 hands on the wheel, my friend.
Yeah, 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Be safe. The person that asked this to, of course, would be Hi-Fi Vega because, you know, he's the expert when it comes to CCA. However, rule of thumb for CCA is half of whatever it will do, you'll need double. That was confusing. If you're going to run a 0 gauge, it's like a 4 gauge. If you're going to run a 4 gauge, it's like an 8 gauge. So if you're going to run 2 0 gauge runs, that's going to be the equivalent of 1 0 gauge. So the reality is you'd never do it because you could just buy a 0 gauge for the price of that. I mean, and could you imagine having to run 2 0 gauge?
No, I would.
That aren't really 0 gauge. At that point, just run 2 4 gauge. I mean,
Pretty
save
much.
yourself that
That's
headache.
it. How long you guys been working together?
8 years?
8 years.
About 8 years.
It's been 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, I know.
Happy Thanksgiving. Question. I have a 96 Lexus IS 400 with the Nakamichi.
Nakamichi stereo.
No, Nakashimi.
Nakashimi?
Nakashimi sound system.
It was
Okay, yeah,
supposed
sure.
to be Nakamichi.
Okay. So do I unplug the amplifier that's under the passenger seat and bypass the amp for the harness behind the stereo?
Well, it depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're keeping the factory stereo, you may have to go after the amplifier. You may have to go before the amplifier. That is one of those things that we always talk about. You have to do testing. Now, if you're replacing the radio, some of those you can integrate into, some of those you can't. So there's no simple answer for this where we just say, hey, do this. It's not going to work. And some of the more modern Nakamichi systems, the Amp Pro TY13 will interface with.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them won't because it depends on whether the car is using most 50 or most 150, whether it's over copper. So there's a lot of variables with that come into play. Look at that guy. That guy's having his best life.
Slow down.
Best life, right there. Nice.
Just cruising
Cruising for a bruising.
alone.
Anyways,
Yeah. All right.
oxygen-free copper for sure.
Nakamichi makes Android arrows now. Android radios now. They're making radios for.
Yeah, they're making a bunch of it. I mean, they might be using the Android.
They actually
system.
released the brand new 10-inch.
Floating screen,
Floating
which
screen and
we
SEMA.
showed at SEMA.
Yeah.
Yep, he
So-
was there. I talked to those guys for a long time. It was kind of weird. I made my way back there and, hey, Dean. So we talked for like half hour, an hour. It was kind of fun.
Hi-Fi Vega says, okay, I peeled 10 pounds of potatoes. Now I gotta go cut them.
That's a lot of big
potatoes.
potatoes.
That's a lot of potatoes. A lot of smashing.
Yeah, we showed when we did the SEMA recap video on Saturday. We put up a bunch of pictures of stuff, and one of those was the Nakamichi floating screen radio.
All right. So how did the 5-star survive all these years while others fail?
I mean, when it comes to retail side of things, Paul is an animal.
He's an animal.
He, you know, he's been doing this for a long time. He moved it from Ohio to here. He stopped doing it for about 2 years when he moved to Florida. He was going to retire. He got bored, and he decided, hey, I'm going to go back into this. He loves to move equipment. It's just his passion. He loves just moving packages out the door, and having that to him is a good time. So the easiest way to look at it is when I first started, we were talking about the difference between the current employer I had and him, and like he stocks just an obscene amount of inventory, and to him it was always, listen, I could put money in the bank and I'll make no money I'll make no interest on it whatsoever, or I buy a kit for $10 and a kit retails for $20. That's normal markup on a kit, or even $15, doesn't matter. But if I buy a kit for $10, sell it for $15, that's a huge return on your investment. We'll multiply that by 100 kits, and you're selling 100 kits a week. So saving money doesn't do a business any good. You have to constantly reinvest your money to make more money. When he sells one amplifier, he buys 2 amplifiers. When he sells 2 amplifiers, he buys 4 amplifiers, because you need inventory. So in this industry, there's been a change on how companies do business. Some companies don't believe in having inventory. They order the inventory according to the job that they're going to do. So you come in, you book it, they order in all the inventory. It might be 2 to 3 weeks before they actually get to your car, because they have to order inventory, because they don't want to have all their money wrapped up in that. He doesn't think that way. His thought is kind of the old school mentality of, stack them high, and sell the stuff out the door. So it's worked really well for him. He's been very successful at it. And all those guys that don't stock inventory, well, they have to come get it from him. So
the other thing is, the show. Definitely.
Hi.
Definitely, the show is helping a lot.
Paul is a hoarder. There is no doubt about that. His favorite TV show is Sanford and Son. Just telling you right off the bat.
Yeah.
But no, he just has he would carry every brand in car audio if he could.
If he could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, hey, I mean, we're not complaining, because the chances of us having something to do the job properly is high. So like when we need harnesses or something like that, I mean, he'll have every Metro harness there for us. I can walk over and it's on the shelf, and it's like, all right, cool. So Red Fox, you bet. Have one queued up, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Is Paul still associated with 5 Star Car Audio and Solon? No, that's actually his brother, Parmajit. So the family is, the Hoosier family is comprised of 3 brothers, and all of them are in car audio. 5 Star started in Ohio as the 2 brothers, Bob and Paul. Parmajit wasn't part of that yet, because he was still in India. And then as the company evolved, it split into American Base and 5 Star. And at that point, Parmajit had come in, and of course, he just took the name 5 Star. But they never shared any revenue between the stores. It was just more a matter of
just the name.
They got the name, so we're just gonna carry it along.
What's up, Johnny?
So none of the brothers have anything to do with either one. Like Paul has nothing to do with American Base. American Base has nothing to do with 5 Star. 5 Star Florida has nothing to do with 5 Star Ohio. We don't share the same logos. We don't. There's no exchange between the two. It'd just be like if a company is called Cartoons, and there's a Cartoons in Atlanta, and there's a Cartoons in Texas. They have nothing to do with one another other than both. It's the same thing, unfortunately, but
just a common name.
It's just a common name, and they are related. But yeah, no, they're all in town too. So take out the Hoosiers now.
What is this? Oh, sorry.
I have no idea.
Do you guys listen? I know it's old, but sounds good. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
take
that
a
is.
picture, and I'm gonna search it.
Okay, my first swap meet was Majestic. Or my first amplifier was Swap Meet in Majestic. Sorry, I read that wrong. It's going by really fast.
DJ Raid, I'm glad you guys like the music, and I have to thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, I have. So when we're Saturday shows now, we play intro music, which is provided by DJ Wraith. Thank you for that. We've only been playing one song. We actually have a bunch of songs, but the problem we were having is that I couldn't get it to play out of my laptop, so I had to send it to his laptop. And then we finally figured out how to get it to play out of my laptop. So now we can kind of go through the playlist and play some of the other songs, which I'm pretty excited about because I don't want to play the same song every week. That gets kind of boring.
John,
Happy Turkey Day!
thank you for the 5, man. 2019 Dodge Durango. Should the LOC be connected via the front speakers for the subwoofers?
That is 100% correct. Any Dodge, actually almost any vehicle since 2015 on the road right now, you need to connect an LOC or line output converter, a high level to low level adapter as you're tapping into for the subwoofers to those front speakers. That is where the bass is coming from, and in some cases, like an F-150, even though like a BO F-150, like a 2021 or 2020, you actually still want to connect to that, not to the factory subwoofer, because the subwoofer does some really strange stuff. So we're seeing that now becoming an issue where tapping into the sub is becoming weird on Fords. So we typically just use the front speakers for those now. And that's where the Epicenter Micro is really going to come in, using that as a high level to low level in those factory systems, and where you have the high pass crossover. And that's the problem with the Dodge, is that the rear speakers have a high pass crossover on them, the fronts don't. Even in the sedans where you have 6x9s in the back and 6x9s in the front, they're crossed over higher than the ones in the front door. So even though you think you're getting a ton of bass out of there, it's kind of an illusion because it's a free air speaker in the back, which is giving that boomier sound, but the doors are the subwoofers.
Guys, appreciate you guys inviting us into your holidays as well. Happy Thanksgiving to you all.
I think it's more the other way around. Thanks for inviting us into your house on
Correct.
this beautiful turkey day.
While you guys prepping the
Prepping
turkey.
the food, getting ready for the football games.
Happy
and
Turkey Day from Arizona.
We'll be back, Mesa, Arizona.
Thoughts on the Phoenix Gold. Why do people consider them a good brand?
Well, Phoenix Gold has a legacy in car audio. Over the years, when you look back at some of the earlier car audio products, Phoenix Gold was right there as the, they came up with a lot of the technology and made some really relevant products even today. Phoenix Gold today is now owned by Amp Global, which is the people that own PAC and stuff like that. And yes, it's definitely not the same company because companies change and evolve over the years.
Well, it's
as
like
do most
Nakamichi,
things.
right? Nakamichi back in the day was like,
Well, it's owned by a different company now, and they
and
have
now it's
different
different,
goals.
right?
But the legacy of Phoenix Gold is what drives the business and what makes it, what people sit there and go, oh, it's Phoenix Gold. So, just like people that talk about like US Amps or Orion or Precision Power, Hyphonics, all these brands that used to be really big brands back in the 80s and 90s that are now just different. Oh, Haley, what's that one say?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
You wreck.
Why?
It's the song because of my shirt.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Sorry.
Oh, Mickey,
it's
you're
my
so fine.
cruise line shirt.
Yeah, that was my payment for going on all our trips. I had to buy them a trip.
Thank
So
you. Appreciate it.
I sent
Wait.
Sue and Haley on a cruise
Where did
with
it go?
Disney.
Oh, someone said my brother's name is Brian Mitchell and he got me into car audio when I was 15. We both worked in it for years. I'm buying him that shirt for his birthday in January.
Oh, that is awesome.
Very nice.
That's
Well,
kinda
for
cool.
those of you that don't know who Brian Mitchell is and why we have this shirt, Brian Mitchell is, for one, we have the video of his car, which is phenomenal. He works at Arc Audio, and he has the cutest Frenchie bulldog on the planet, apparently.
Chewbacca.
Turn around.
Oh yeah, it's right.
It's right there. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can.
You can.
However,
You're gonna have to make another one.
gonna have to make another one because he just bought a second little bulldog, little Frenchie.
Yeah.
So
Princess
now Chewbacca
Amidala.
has Amidala. So he bought a
So
girl.
Yeah.
He's named her Princess Amidala. I love it when Star Wars nerds get together.
Fire Kicks 450. Thank you for the 499, man. So my 96 LS 400 has a stock amplifier under the seat
Yes.
that isn't connected, but in front of it has another small amplifier that looks stuck, plugged in. Why is that?
It might not actually be an amplifier if it's the LS. So the Lexus did multi-part radios even back then. So you'd have like the command center up front, you'd have the tuner in the back, and then you'd have a second amplifier. In a modern Lexus, the tuner and the amplifier have kind of been morphed into one piece. It could also be something that looks like an amplifier but is a body control module. If that was the 96 you were talking about, yeah, you're definitely just going to unplug the amp and get all your speaker wires there. But yeah, it's the classic Lexus, that 90s. They're fun. Let's just call them, they're fun, and just don't start pulling things out unless you need to, because you never know what's going to happen with the car, because they did weird things back then. I mean, like if you looked at like a Cadillac from the 90s, if you pull the factory amplifier out, the car won't start. You know, it's like, why?
I remember Concord amplifiers.
Concord amplifiers, yeah. Concord was a big brand back then.
Yeah.
It didn't last. They faded out pretty quick though.
I like the Accord.
The Cord, Concord. Concord is a grape or an area.
You guys are awesome. Happy Thanksgiving. Patiently awaiting the full Audison install on the Raptor. Always learning new stuff from you guys. Be safe.
Ooh, yeah. I was. You know, it's funny you should say that, because when I put the ones together for this week, I was like, did I not? I thought I'd already done that. Apparently, I hadn't. So yeah, we'll do that. Actually, we're talking with that customer right now to do another big system in another car that he has. So hopefully we'll get to film that, or hopefully we'll get to do it. And then if we do it, of course we're gonna film it,
Oh,
because
definitely.
that wasn't even a request. He's like, you're filming this, right? And I was like, well, yeah, because thanks, you're spending that kind of money. But yeah, so hopefully we can put the system together for him and get it into his new car. He just bought a new Porsche. So
Ron H, Dean Nando shoot a guys an email yesterday with a request if you have time to check it out over the next couple of weeks.
I'll check.
Praying for the holidays miracle.
Hey, it's a pigeon.
They can't see that.
I know. It's on the ground here. It's kind of weird. He just kind of like strolled up. The 2021 Silverado kicker.
Hideaway. Do I tap into the front or rear speakers?
Front. Still front.
Still front.
On the Chevys, they have the god awful door chime, but you still want to attach your subwoofer there, because the door chime is higher than what you're going to cross the subwoofer over at, so your subwoofer won't chime, but it still has the best frequency response. It's the door speaker though you want to tap into, not the dash speaker. So tap into the door speaker. I haven't measured. I don't think we've measured the non-Bose version of it, but they might be in parallel on that particular one. But you should be able to find it in the kick.
If Rockford Fosgate bought Radio Shack, would their prime amps be named Optimus Prime?
Dude, that was a dad joke. Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Did anything came out from the Resonics sound treatment? Do you have a little box a while ago?
It's not a little box, it's a big box. And no, it's gonna go into the Mustang, which is the sound treatment, which is
Nick's.
I forgot I had a Mustang for a second.
You forgot I had a Mustang?
Yeah, I was like, who has a Mustang?
It's Nick's Apicilla's sound treatment that he makes. We just it's on the list. That's all I can say. It's on the list. But no, we're pretty excited to play with it. So at some point we'll get it in there.
Again, Fire Kicks, thank you for the 5. Okay, thank you for clarifying that nowhere in the forums it says that, and yes, the LS 400 is fun, and I used to rust some tires, but I need a stereo.
Yeah, totally understandable.
No, very nice.
Thinking about moving to the area, where would you recommend? Nothing fancy, but decent area. Our travel advisor over here.
Well, a lot of people move to what's called New Tampa. It depends on how close you want to be to the water. Is really what it comes down to. Like where we live here in Dunedin, it's a small town. Prices on houses are kind of reasonable for the area. Keep in mind though, the closer you get to the water, the smaller your house becomes because of the expense of the square foot. The farther you get away from the water, the less expensive it becomes per square foot. So if you move into the middle of the state, and you want to stay around I-4 area, because that's where it's where the northerners typically are. Anything above that, below that, you have a 50-50 chance of being, hey y'all, what y'all doing today? Which you might be okay with. But for me, I like, even though I don't like the water, I like being closer to this. It just seems more fun than being in the middle of the state, because then it's not really Florida.
It's Bama.
This is my Bama hat. It's my SEMA Bama hat. We're gonna get them on the show here probably next year and talk to them. Want to get a couple of they make a really cool tweeter that I want to get for Fernando and put in his car. It's got a little Hershey's Kiss on top. It looks really cool.
Michael, thank you for the 5. Love the content.
What is the Haley system? Would it work well in my wife's 19 Forester?
So the Haley system is comprised of a set of KS components up front that are being run off of a kicker key, 200.4. The rear is a set of KS mid-bass that are being run off the radio. We're using the key to power just the front stage, and it sounds great. It's way louder. And then we're using a key 501 for the subwoofer, and we have an L7T and a downfiring box that we had built in the back here, because we're in her car. It's run off of the factory radio. The keys really work best in systems that don't have factory amplifiers, so base model factory systems, or in aftermarket applications where you just don't want to play with any of the stuff that's on the radio, meaning you don't want to use their time alignment and you just want it easy. Then a key is great for that.
It's good. I was listening to Adele's new album the other day. It sounded great.
I bet
if
you
you
did.
ever need like a good song, you should play her.
Adele?
She's very good.
Yeah,
it sounds really
I
nice.
have them, yeah.
All right, I want you to talk about Adele. I'm gonna go over
shut
here
up.
and keep my man card in check.
Shut up. Someone said, what about the 10-inch floating radio in Haley's car? No.
We do have one that we could put in there.
Yeah, you have a lot of things you can
I
put
have
in
the
my
dash
car,
kit to
but
put the new
nothing's
radio
going
in, but
there.
I don't. Fernando thinks it'll work. I think it'll look silly.
Yeah. The way that it's like
What?
sitting there, it'd be like tilt. I don't know. My car.
We just have to
it's
try
not
it.
good. And yes, we were at the Causeway. For
Let the system rip one time.
J-Boss.
No, not here. It's not a place to bang. We do miss the quad box though.
That was a lot.
Do
Yeah.
miss the quad box.
I think you don't have.
Put in a kicker quad box.
We already had that. Been there,
Oh my
done that.
God.
Now we need a Solo X12 and a big ported enclosure back here off of a big amplifier.
There
Two
you
things
go.
that don't exist right now. But hey, one day maybe, if we have somebody outside of marketing ship them to us.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that I have a lot more stuff than he has in his car, and I'm thankful for that, okay? Just to clarify. That's his own fault, sorry.
It totally is.
Have you ever installed a double DIN head unit in such as like the Alpine ILX 407 and a Honda S10? I mean, S2000, I'm sorry. Factory location.
No, but for one, it's not going to fit that well. However, if you're trying to put a double DIN or a nice radio into an S2000, hit up Ada at Absolute Electronics in Rockville, Maryland. That's Absolute Electronics in Rockville, Maryland. They make a kit for the S2000. It's already done, it's ready to go. They'll ship it right out to you. It has the Sony double din in it. They remod the dash. They have all the things. He's an S2000 aficionado. I think he owns like 3 or 4 of them at this point. But they're making a bunch of custom parts for the S2000. So, Absolute Electronics, Rockville, Maryland, Ada. He'll take care of you. If it can be done, he'd be the guy to ask because he'd be the one that could do it for you. So, he's the S2000 guy. He's also a friend, so check it out for sure. Probably get his information off Facebook.
DJ Ray, thank you for the 5, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Boy life is coming soon, guys. Promise.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
It's okay.
Get the Jeff
Been
Smith
busy.
to say, because Jeff Smith says so.
Bitch. Gotta have him say that. Because Jeff Smith said so. Maybe need to just have it on like something we could play randomly, like a clip that we just press. Because Jeff Smith said so, bitch. Boom, drops the mic.
Oh my God.
We have to have a pillow there and we'll just simulate the noise because I don't want to actually break my mic.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. First question. Have you guys ever done a JDM RHD import installs? If so, what cars?
I think the only thing I've ever gotten anything JDM for was like the Infiniti, you know, like the G35. Other than that, I don't really think we've ever gotten,
No.
you know, any JDM cars, any of the like right hand. I mean, we've got the only right hand drive stuff we've ever got are those little vans.
Yeah.
You know, we got a bunch. We've had a bunch. We've had 2 of the little vans, but not a big JDM following coming to 5-star. I have no problem working on them. I'm cool with whatever you got.
What a jerk.
What?
Happy Thanksgiving,
What a-
guys.
keep it
Happy
down.
Thanksgiving, Angel.
Okay, Beach Life said, any advice for raising a daughter? I just found out my wife is recently pregnant and it's a girl. It will be my first and I'm nervous but excited.
Treat her like a boy.
Honestly? Yeah.
Treat her like a boy. Let her play all the sports she wants. Be rough with her. Don't let her, you know, don't think that she's a delicate flower that will break. The choke slam is a great move. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
Johnny?
I
That'll
do
put her
that to
right-
the kids at my
Put her right into
at
the
my
bed.
work.
She'd stand up, do this, and I'd just go, okay. Grab the leg, grab the face, bam.
I get why you thought that was so much fun.
It
They
is
laugh so hard.
It's the best.
We have like a
Um,
big cushion at work and I just go.
I don't know,
Pick
but I
'em up.
mean, honestly, I just treated you. I didn't really look at you as a delicate
Delicate.
flower or anything like
yeah,
that.
I feel like that's the best way.
You know, don't get me wrong. She
You
still has to
can.
call and tell me when she does stuff. You know, just because she's a kid, and she's not a kid anymore, but because she was a kid, you know, you still have that maternal instinct of like you always want them to be safe. But whatever. Paternal, maternal, fraternal, order please.
Moderna?
You know, I didn't think it, I didn't know any different, so I just treated her like I thought she should be treated. And like every now and then she'd want to do girly stuff, you know, like play with dolls and wear high heel shoes and run around like a girl.
Oh my God.
And you do that. And then other times she just want to like, let's ride a bike or do a
Let's go on my
skateboard
quad.
or whatever. You just go with what they want to do, you
Let's
know?
make a concert in the front yard.
Happy Thanksgiving from Iceland.
And if they want to sing, make sure you have your phone ready to record it. 'Cause it's priceless.
So fun. Oh my God. Still sound like that to this day.
I think I put that in the Boring Life once, didn't I?
Yeah, I think it was my 21st birthday.
I did.
Will
Yes.
Haley be Dean 2.0 and take car audio to a new unforeseen level?
Nope.
No.
Not a
Never.
chance. No,
What's up,
she's,
20?
This stuff
25?
is so confusing to me.
nah, she's not. Her BA is in psychology, and then she's going back for more. As much as I think that would be cool, you know, because I feel there needs to be more women in this industry. You know, the few that we do know are excited and they love doing it. She never really took an interest in this,
It's so confusing. There's
I-
too many numbers, too many letters. I can't keep up. Too many
Yeah.
people with the same name. It's just too much.
So I always encourage them to do whatever it is they want, even if it's silly. If they find it boring, they'll eventually let it burn out anyways. So, and if they stick with it, you do it. You just let them run with it. So.
Yep.
But when they find something they like, foster it. Just kind of keep feeding it, especially if it's something you dig. She's still playing soccer.
It's been like 18, 19 years. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, your body is taking the toll for it.
I know.
Just paid for another MRI. Yay! Go insurance, go.
Hi-Fi said the car audio industry can't handle 2 bayettes.
That's probably true. Let's be honest. That's probably true. Because she's not as polished as I am. She can be rough on people, man. Oh my gosh. And I don't really think I'm all that polished, but man, she can. Go ahead. You want to see somebody just feel like they just had the wind sucked out of their sails? Let Haley loose on them for about 2 minutes, and they'll be like, I don't know what I did wrong.
What's the one thing your son wants most for Christmas, Fernando?
All right, we're not going to say it.
Everything.
Yes, but
it's just like
okay. We all know what this means, right?
a horse.
No, we're not doing this. we're doing this. Everybody knows what that is, right?
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
That's what he wants. Happy Turkey Day from San Antonio. Beach looks great.
The beach does look great. I mean, it is a gorgeous day today, by the way. I mean, we've done this 5 or 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one year we did it. It was overcast and gray and disgusting. 1 year or 2 years we did it on the other side of this, which I didn't like. I wanted to come back to this side because today was just the sun is right here. It's really highlighting this side of my face. It's low tide, which means we have plenty of view. It just looks gorgeous today.
All right. I have a JL 1000/1. RCA input is shorting.
Send it back
Early
for repair.
experience with the soldering iron is that something I could replace. I would send it.
I mean, personally, I'd send it back to them and let them deal with it.
Yeah.
But if you want to have at it, go for it. What's your question, Haley?
Hi-Fi said, where do y'all land on deviled eggs? As I am about to stuff my face full of them at this very moment.
Ooh. All right, Haley.
I say, okay,
go ahead.
sorry. No.
You have a whole thought on deviled eggs.
I say yes. But it just depends because the yolk part, I have to make it or my uncle has to make it. If he doesn't make it, I just scoop the yellow stuff out and eat the white part.
She is really picky when it comes to deviled eggs. And it is 100% a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
I've come to the plate and there's been little yellow turds all over the plate. I'm like, didn't like the yellow stuff. And then she's like, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guess I'm picky when it comes to that. Not I guess I am. It's like a texture thing. I don't know.
But I'm with you. I will eat a deviled egg. The Publix ones are disgusting. Like, I can't eat that because it's like eating rubber. But most of the time, deviled eggs, game on.
So good.
Game on.
Yes. Go.
All right. So, Ken, thank you for the 5. Louisville, Kentucky. I just got a JBL Bass Pro hub. I want to put it in 2018 Ford Fusion Hybrid SE. Love the content.
I'd love for you to put it in there and let us know what you think
Yeah.
about it. I mean, we had nothing but great success with it. I'm a big fan. I mean, we got in the back of Fernando's G35, we got like 110 dB out of that thing.
That's
It was
crazy.
pretty impressive. So good luck. Have fun. Let us know what you think.
I will forever want a Lamborghini for Christmas.
I've gotten you plenty.
Do you guys finish the...
No.
No, the legal Lamborghini's still not done yet.
Touchy something.
No?
Definitely a touchy subject. Needs to get finished.
Yeah. I agree.
Audi 5000 says he's pretty good at making deviled eggs. I'm a big deviled eggs fan. I love
They're so good.
we're not going to have any today, which
I
kind of
was
sucks
gonna
because
make
now
some.
I really want deviled eggs.
I know. Uncle Corey's deviled eggs sound so good.
All right, what do you got?
Nachos on Thanksgiving?
Oh, for sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
that sounds
Actually, we're
delicious.
making nacho dip today.
All right.
For our
It's
appetizer.
taco dip.
Taco dip. Sorry, I'm making taco dip.
That sounds
It's close,
delicious.
right?
How many installs will it take for Dean to afford a PhD?
All of them. I don't ever plan to retire at this point, so, I'm privately funding the Haley Army.
Yeah. Deviled eggs or Cadbury eggs.
What's the weather on the beach right now?
67.
Is it
But
67?
it feels like 80.
Yeah, the sun is just beating
Oh,
it.
it's now
70.
70.
It's 70. I was gonna say it feels like about 75, but there is a slight breeze that's coming through, which is really nice. I mean, honestly, this is like a beautiful day. If you were chilling out in the shade like a hammock, you'd fall asleep and that would be it.
What's
So,
that car gift?
Car gifts in the house.
Portugal.
Yep. Definitely not celebrating American Thanksgiving.
No, really?
He's in Portugal. Why would they celebrate an American holiday?
Why not?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, like
You
we
understand-
celebrate it.
Yeah, but you're here in the U.S.
No, in Mexico. It's just,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
call.
I mean, don't get me
Acción
wrong.
de
We do
Gracias.
Cinco de Mayo, so
Yeah.
That's just an excuse to drink.
I know that's just it,
What
yeah.
beach are you at? We are at the Causeway in Dunedin. Dunedin Causeway. I don't know why I said it like that.
We're in Florida, that is for sure. Okay,
Kip. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hips in the house.
Kipster.
Kipster.
Oh God.
I know you answered this, but someone's asking, how long have you and Fernando been working together?
We've been working together for 8 years.
Yeah.
We do have a whole video somewhere that kind of talked about our history. We
How?
kind of went through the whole like how we got started. It's still a funny story. We still love telling it. We don't have enough time to tell it now, but
It's
yeah,
in Florida?
I don't know. Oh, what does it say about Sue?
What's up, Jason? Jason is in the
It's
house.
Sue on the other side of the camera.
She's sleeping.
You're funny. Oh,
Let's be
sorry.
honest.
Real close. Woo, 3D. No, she's still in bed, man.
My phone sucks.
She didn't have to get up. Mr. Berg.
Sorry, I'm really behind, so I'm
Scroll to
lagging.
the end, man.
Dad, I'm
Scroll.
lagging.
You're lagging?
Yes, I'm
It's
lagging.
okay.
Oh, they just got up.
Just happened.
3 inches of snow here in Canada. Oh my God, what a life.
Christian, thank you for the $4.99. Dean, meant to tell my boy to get the All-Star game, and they won.
Gumbo and
Oh,
potato
nice.
salad.
Very nice.
Someone said.
Oh yeah, that was right, because he was out watching his son's All-Star game. Couldn't be on the show, and so that was Saturday. It was either Monday. I think it was Saturday. So congratulations to your son for winning the
There you
All-Star
go.
game.
Yeah,
that's
very
pretty
nice.
awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
For what sport?
I don't remember.
Oh.
All-Star is probably going to be baseball, some form
Not
of a
basketball.
ball.
We all said 3 different things. Oh my.
The sport, it was a sport and it had a ball. I can
Duh.
tell you that right
Wow.
now.
What gave it away?
Yeah.
But
was-
the most important thing that he
The
won.
most important thing is that he won, so
Yeah, that's
congratulations.
awesome.
Good on his
Football.
team. It was football.
See, I know sports.
Oh,
There you
jeez.
Haley.
Haley, take over the show.
Shut up.
William Bird, NGAtechnology.com. Thank you for the $4.99, man.
Someone
Thanksgiving.
asked if you know Nando or Sue better.
Honestly, right now, I
Fernando.
probably know Fernando better. I don't think I've talked to Sue for more than 5 minutes in 2 years.
I know.
I mean, it's
Kip,
this has definitely been a lot of work.
Kip, 38 here right now. Expecting to get up to 55 today.
Ooh,
Wow.
heat wave coming through. No way.
It was 76 yesterday. Wow.
You know, and that's so funny. I mean, we get stuff like that every
It's
now
70
and then.
here right
but
now.
Nothing, like, it's not going to be 70 and then 38 the next day. I mean, it'll be like maybe 50, and then it'll be like maybe 38 by the end of the night.
Yeah,
But nothing-
Tomorrow's supposed to be. No, that's
100?
tonight. No, tonight.
So it's supposed to be cold?
Tonight's supposed to be cold.
You said 100?
I mean, let's be honest.
Are you kidding?
It feels like it's 100 right now with a
Yeah.
slight breeze.
Someone, Ron H. asked, how many days after Thanksgiving before you are tired of turkey? I would never be tired of
I
turkey.
was going to say, turkey.
I eat turkey every day.
Really?
All day.
I love turkey.
Oh, I love turkey. Turkey sandwiches, oh, the best.
No, I love turkey
I can eat
sandwiches.
turkey.
They're in my refrigerator right now.
Okay, let's be honest. When it comes to food, I'm a repetitive eater.
Chicken and turkey.
You know, I'll eat the same thing every day for years on end. I don't care. You know, if it's good, it's good.
Cadillac with the Bose system. Do nothing to do. It is perfect already. It is a caddy. Eh.
I
if that's what
disagree.
you want it.
But hey, whatever works for
You
you.
know, like Brent, he
The
actually
Porsche.
said, yeah, he said really cool. It's like,
Well,
for the-
okay, so it
for
sounded
some
good
of
to
the
hear,
people,
which was about
it's perfectly
a third
fine.
of the way up. It sounded wonderful, and then he's not a third of the way up guy.
No, he's
He's a, balls to the wall all day long. And when you balls to the wall that system, it sounds like crap. Plus, let's be honest, the surround that thing has, you didn't get to hear it, but man, it just makes, it was like, kind of reminded of like an 80s DSP that just like all of a sudden, like, stuff turns on and you're just going, wow, that sounds weird.
Suggestion for a subwoofer amplifier location in a 5th generation Toyota 4Runner. Have 2 amplifiers and the LC7i, I'm sorry, under the seat currently.
Which we've done before. A lot of the times what we end up doing in these SUVs like that is we do downfiring boxes. So like the Kicker Comp RT 210 or 212 downfiring box is kind of our go-to solution for that because it downfires. You could stick whatever you want on top of it. Literally, when I demo it for people, I stand on top of it and do this and go, you can put anything you want on this thing. It can slide around, it can go where it wants, it can stand up on its end. To me, it's kind of the perfect box for the SUVs because, you still get a decent amount of bass out of it. If you make something that goes into the left and right side panel, that's pretty, but more than likely it's not going to sound that good. This box sounds good. It doesn't take a lot of power, 300 to 500 watts, and you're just getting up and dancing, which is wonderful. So I would definitely look into that downfiring enclosure.
All right, so thank you for the 5. Again, I doubt the JL will work because I never bought it new. I was 20 years old. The JL amplifier 1001.
I mean, give it a shot. I mean, I'm all for trying new things. If you know how to solder, man, what are you going to lose? I mean,
it's a website.
And then you have the joy of knowing
It's a
that
website that you can send you amplifier. I think it's amplifierrepair.com.
there's
Check it
always
out.
that guy.
Maybe you can find something like that.
Order the parts, do it yourself. It's 20 years old. What do you got to lose? If worst comes to worst, you got something cool to hang on the wall. Holy crap.
What?
We've been doing this for an hour.
In 2 minutes.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey guys, listen, it is Thanksgiving. We don't want to keep you any longer because we know you want to get to eating your turkey. We want to thank you so much for playing along with us today.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know a couple things before we wrap it up. For those of you guys waiting to see the Rockford tour, it's going to be right now. We're hoping to release that Wednesday of next week. Also, Wednesday of next week, we're going to have Brian Schmidt on the show. We're going to be doing a special YouTube Live. We'll be doing arts and crafts. We'll be talking about the Mobile Solutions Expo, but mainly we'll be doing arts and crafts. It's going to be lots of fun, so make sure to tune into that. Of course, Saturday we'll be there. Friday we'll be doing the news. Monday we'll be doing what we do. The show never stops. The train keeps rolling. I never get to talk to Sue, and that's just how it is. But hey, if you're going to watch football today, hope your team wins. If you're going to be eating turkey, eat a bunch of it, take a nap as always. We're going to go home, put up some Christmas lights because, hey, why wouldn't you? Right? Because it's Christmas.
We're doing that today.
Yeah, we're doing that today.
What about all the food we have to make?
All right, we might not be putting up Christmas lights today. We might wait until the weekend. Either way, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. You guys are spectacular. You guys got anything?
That's it, man.
Thanks for watching. Grandma said she enjoyed the show.
There you go.
And that's the only benchmark I need to get by. So
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
thank you guys so much for playing along. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye. Hit the little X right there.